Hello. Welcome to Monday's Freestyle Fitness. Hi Vic. Freestyle Fitness Yoga. It is the 27th of April. My 4th week of lockdown, some people's 6th week. Hi Vic. Sent a request to be in your live view. Ooh. I can't see you though. I didn't know that Insta could do this. Let's see if V can come in. I might get you on my speaker though. So just watch what you say because you'll be recorded on Facebook. So yeah, today's class is the Freestyle Fitness. Please make sure that you don't have any high blood pressure, any diabetes, any joint problems. If you come to my class regularly and you have got those and you know how to readjust them, then just adjust them. But again, with everybody, think about how you're feeling the whole time that you're doing it. If at any time you feel ill or you get hot really, really quickly, then stop. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. So again, stop. Make sure that you've got enough space around you. I've sort of the other way round today so that I could get a bit more space this side. Probably won't need it, but I thought, well, we'll have a go. Because I'm going to be going straight through it. So if you're first time to this class, this is week 11 of our normal class, of doing it Mondays and Thursdays. So it's going to go fast. I'm not really going to stop. I'm not really going to explain where you're working. I'm going to kind of just go with it and try and get you to breathe with it. So yeah, make sure you've got enough space around you. Make sure you've got a drink if you need one. And I think that's about it. V, you haven't come through. You're in, but I don't know where you're in because I can't see you. I don't know what in means. Hiya, Katie. I don't know if anybody's on Facebook because I can't see. So I'm going to get you up onto your feet. I'm doing catwalk so I don't kick it over myself. And we're just going to start by warming ourselves up. So making sure we're starting with our neck. We're bringing our body into the nice position. Our feet are in the right position. Our shoulders are back and down. Everything is tucked in. We're going to breathe out and we're going to breathe in. And breathe out and in. And 2 more of these. And then we're bringing it back to centre. Don't know what you've done, V, but you've turned my music off. So again, we're going to tick-tock the head. Just feeling any tightness, any stretch in that neck, bringing it back. And then the same thing on a horizontal. And then bringing it back to centre. So let's do the same thing with our lower body. We're breathing in and we're reaching back and we're breathing out as we go down. Making sure you're reaching back that little bit more each time to start getting the joints all starting to wake up. We're going to do 2 more. And our last one. Bring it up, bring it down. So we're going to do a turn and look over our shoulder and over the other side. Make sure the head's leading, that we're keeping them feet flat on the floor. Again, we'll feel that stretch through the diagonal. And then we're going to bring it back to center and let it slow down. So we're going to turn it over. So we're starting with your right hand. Breathe in, reach over, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel them side ribs start to open. The side waist start to stretch as well. Keep the arm in line with the ear. Don't let it go in front of the face. Our breath in is our stretch. Our breath out is our relax. And our last one. And we're bringing it down. We're going to work on that core. So we're breathing, tucking the pelvis, reaching forward, breathing out. We're breathing in, we're taking everything back. Breathe out. And breathe in. And our last one. Bring it back up. So we're going to take it to the side. So we're just lifting them hips side to side. Working these muscles just here. Feel that also in that lower back. And then we're going to bring it to center, take our legs slightly apart, turn the feet up, but make sure the knees are going in the same direction. And let's take it in a circle. So again, we're working them hips all the way around, trying to loosen off all the muscles that hold our upper body to our lower body. And then we're going to take it in the opposite direction. And we're bringing it back to center. We're bringing our weight onto our right leg, tighten everything up, pull them stomach muscles in, flex the foot, bring it backwards and forwards. And then bring it down, move the weight, flex the foot, tighten the muscles, backwards and forwards. And bring it across, changing sides, let's bring it side to side, working the inside, outside of them legs. And bringing it down, let's change, do the same thing, across and out. Oops. And bringing it down. So we're taking it into chair and then we're going to stretch up. So we're tilting that pelvis back, pulling that stomach in, shoulders back, lifting the arms up. Sit down into our imaginary chair. Tuck that chin in, so not looking up, not looking down. Breathe in, lift onto the tiptoes. Breathe out, sit down. So every time we're coming up, we're moving that pelvis forward as well. So we're breathing in, we're tilting forward. We're breathing out. We're sitting back. 2 more. And breathe in. Reach back. Bring them arms down. Give yourself a little shake. So, we're going to take it into half bend before we go into full bend. I'll move this side so that I've got the 2 things that one's in vertical, one's horizontal. I was told that I need to put it in horizontal, but I can't do that with my phone, otherwise you lose my head. You lose it slightly here, but I can bring it in. So, we're going to take it down. I'm going to move slightly forward so you are losing my head slightly on Facebook. Sorry about that. Tilt the pelvis back. Lift the arms up. Breathe out. Reach forward. Keep that back nice and straight. Breathe in. Lift up. Breathe out. Take it down. Breathe in. Lift up. Breathe out. Take it down. Breathe in, lift up. Last one. Take the arms down. So you see, I didn't give you any adaptation. If you know how to, if you've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, you'll know how to adapt. We're taking it all the way to the floor. Remember, if you want to, you can have a block. We swan dive down. That's why I've moved around so I don't bang the door. So breathe in, lift the arms up, stretch back, take them out, palms to the floor, breathe out, pull that belly in, head down. Lift the head up, breathe in, stretch them arms up and back. Breathe out. Breathe in. 2 more. We're going to take it down again and we're going to go into our forward twist. So feet together. Start with your right hand. Breathe in, lift up to the ceiling. Breathe out, bring it down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, bring it down. From here, lift yourself back up. We're going to go back down again. We're starting with the opposite hand first. Breathe out, take it down. Left hand first. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in to lift. Take them legs apart. Keep the feet facing forward. Bring the arms down. Opposite hand. Left hand to right foot. Breathing out as we go across. Breathe out as you go to the other side. Breathe out as you pull yourself through your legs. Breathe in as you're lifted up. Obviously, you're breathing out at breathing in at different points. But this might be just a quick breath in, but a long breath out. So we're starting with your right hand, taking it down to the left and across. Give it a pull. Give it a pull as you bring yourself through the legs and lift up. Here we go. And bring the arms down. Bring them feet together. So we're going to go into sun salutation. We're jumping and we're going to do 4. So bringing yourself to the front of your mat or the front of your screen. You're going to breathe in, lift up. Bring your feet together, so tighten up them muscles. Bring yourself into mountain pose. Everything tightening up. Stretch up. We're going to breathe out. Bring our hands down into a forward bend. Then breathe in. Lift into a half bend. Breathe out as we jump back to down dog. Push the bottom in the air. Get them feet walking towards the floor. Even if the heels don't go, push back. I know what I'm talking. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, come forward to plank. Breathe in, lift to upward facing dog. Breathe out, push back. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Don't forget to breathe. Keep that breathing going. Think about where you're breathing. What's happening. Remember, you can slow this down. You don't have to go fast. You can drop the knees. You can step through. Our last one now. Reaching back, bring the hands down and relax. Lovely. So we're going to take it into our flow. I'm just going to move this forward slightly. I don't keep banging my foot on there. So it's going into warrior 1, warrior 2, bend leg triangle, triangle, reverse warrior, into warrior 3 or aeroplane, depending on where you want to move your hands. Okay, we're doing it 4 times. Here we go. So bringing the arms up, bring the weight onto your right foot, lift your left foot off. Straighten it out. Bring it in, step it back. Keep the hips forward. Push forward. Pull them shoulders back. Bring the arms down. Straighten them out. Turn the body round. Push into the front knee, but pull back with the upper body. Reach forward, take it down, take that arm over. Straighten that front leg, straighten that upper arm. Bend the knee, reverse, bring that back arm up. Bring it round onto the tiptoe. Bring the weight to the front foot. Lift the back leg off. Bring the hands up. Let's go to the other side. Move the weight. Lift the foot. Push out. And then step back, placing that heel flat down, hips forward. Warrior 1. Open the arms out, pulling them shoulders back. Stretch the arms out. Turn the body. Push to the front knee, but pull with the upper body. Reach as if you've been shot and bring it over. Straighten the leg and the arm into triangle. Bend the leg, reverse it to reverse warrior. Bring the hand round. Bring the weight to the front, lift up, bring it up. One more go. Think about where you're breathing. bring it down. Lovely. So, you should feel nice and warm, nice and stretched, nice and moved. We could probably do that another one time. In fact, we will, because we've gone through that quite quickly. So we'll go through one more. I'll do it to the front, so don't kick anything over. So here we go. Lifting them arms. Woo! Lovely. I have a cold one now. So as you see, as we get used to it, we start to flow a bit more, and the flows are much nicer. They make the muscles move a bit better. So it's always us. It's not just the muscles; it's the little ligaments that are inside. They're the ones that we want to move, and they tend to move more when we move and take us into transitioning from one position to the other, or them little tiny things that fascias. Is that what they call that stuff? That's what goes on the wall, window. So where are we? Oh, squat. So we're going to take it into squat. Now if you need to, you can always stick something underneath your foot. I'm going to lift me trouser leg so you can see my knees. You're taking your feet as wide as you feel comfortable. And again, turn the toes out, but make sure the knees go in the same direction as the toes. We're going to breathe in, lift up, and as we breathe out, we're bringing our hands down to the floor. From here, you're going to bring your bum. Now you may find that the heels lift. If they do, you can always stick a blanket or anything underneath. But you want your hands down, you want to bring your bum to the floor. You can keep your hands there and just move side to side. So again, like if your heels come off, then they come off as you're moving. But you're just getting your legs ready. So we're just moving side to side with our hands on the floor. But our elbows are pushing against our knees. From here, we're going to let our head drop. Turn our toes in. Let ourselves drop. Look forward. Bend the knees. Lift up. So we're taking ourselves down again. Breathing in. Breathe out, go forward. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees. Now from here, once you feel comfortable, see if you can let yourself drop back and bring your hands into prayer. So now you're pushing with your elbows against your knees. And again, you don't have to move, you can just stay in one position. You're just holding it here. Now this is a lovely position for the body to be in. Everything is in a straight line, so everything helps to be eliminated that needs to be eliminated. And then we're going to place our hands, turn our toes in, let our head drop down. Look forward, bend the knees, bring ourselves up. We're going down one more time. So breathing in, lift. Breathe out, reach forward, bring them hands down. Bend the knees, turn the toes, drop the bottom, See if you can bring the hands back and just let yourself stay here. Take a few breaths. And we're going to straighten out. Let our head drop. Let them legs just relax. Then look forward. Bend the knees. Bring it up. Give your back a little stretch. So bringing ourselves down onto the floor, I believe. Are we? Yes, yes we are. So from here, yeah, I'll bring you down from the floor. Bring yourself down onto your knees. So we're going to work on, do some exercises for our wrists. We're going to place our hands flat down. So you can see my hands in one, you can't see them in the other. You're placing your hands flat down, trying to make sure that your fingers are making an arch. So that they're kind of like that, like a spider. Bring yourself over. Then you're going to lean over the hands and you're going to lean back. I'll do it from the side. So you're over your shoulders, you're leaning forward and you're leaning back. Leaning forward and leaning back. So you'll feel that weight into your hands. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to go sideways. So you're going to go side and side. Side and side. So all the weight on that hands, you'll feel it into your wrists. So we're going to bring it to centre and you're going to go round in a circle. You're going to do it sideways so you can see it from a different angle. Round in a circle. And then we're going to bring it back to centre. So we're going to sit back, bring our hands together. Just going to go side to side. And then you're going to rock them back and forward. So we're going to bring it up and we're going to do into down dog. And also start moving our legs, doing a bit of stretching, a bit of abdominal work with our legs. So bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes under, I can come forward slightly. Lift up to down dog, push back. From here, you're going to lift your one leg up in the air, stretch it up, push the other foot down to the floor into three-legged dog. Bend the knee towards your, the foot towards your bum and bend your knee towards the ceiling. Look through your hand so that you're looking up towards your knee. And you should see the side, feel the side of your ribs. That way, all around here. As I fall over. Don't do that. Now we're going to come in. So from here we're coming in, we're bringing our elbow towards our knee and we're taking it backwards. We're then going to see we can bring our knee towards our other elbow, but keeping that foot pulled in and kick it back. And then we're going to try and bring it in towards our nose and kick it back. Then bring it down. So let's try the other side. So lifting the leg up, push the heel of the opposite leg down. Push the chest in, but again, don't overstretch. Don't pull yourself too far forward that leg, but keep lifting it up. Bring the foot in towards the bum. Turn the knee towards the ceiling. Have a look through. It's a lovely stretch through the side of the body. Bring it round. Bring the foot or the knee in towards the elbow and kick back. Bring it round, squeeze it, try and get it towards the other elbow. Kick it back. Curl and try and get it to touch your nose and kick it back. Bring the foot down. If you need to, remember, you can always rest out. Rub your hands backwards and forwards, anything like that to relax those. So we're going to go through that again, going up and down. It also helps to get us upside down, but it's time to work our shoulders or work our arms. So here we go, hands down. Remember, make them look like a spider. Excuse me. So that you've got an arch in between. Tuck the toes around 30, 40. If you don't keep the spring in your step, you lose it. And that tends to be why we fall over. So when you're coming into down dog, if you can, jump into it. Keep the spring there. So here we go. Lifting that foot up. Push the other one back. Think about how your breathing feels in this position. You're upside down. So is it easier or harder? Bend the knee, lift the leg. Bring it round. Oh, I have to bring myself back a little. Bring it in. Bring it back. Bring it round to the other opposite elbow. Bring it back. Bring it in as you're breathing out to touch your nose. Bring it back. Let's swap legs. Lifting up, stretch back. Think about the breathing while you're here. This is a nice relaxing. You shouldn't feel it so much on your arms. It should be nicely weighed in between the two. Bend the knee, turn that knee. Bring it in towards the same elbow. Squeeze that leg in. Kick it back. Take it round to the other side. Kick it back. Bring it in towards your nose. Kick it back. Let's change legs. Remember, you can come out if you want. One last time. Lifting it up. Take it round to the side. Bring it in toward your elbow. Can you hold it? Take it back. Let's bring it round to the other elbow. Squeeze, 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 squeeze them legs in. Kick it back. Last one into the nose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And back. Last one. Change legs. Lift it up. This is the nice bit of it. Just holding your leg in the air. Pull it in, twist it up. Bring it in towards that elbow. Hold it there. Kick it back. Let's twist it. Bring it round. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Kick it back. Last one, in towards the nose. And bring it down. Bring the heels down. Let yourself drop back. Turn them palms over. Let your head relax. So we're bringing it into plank. Again, if you've worked with me for a few weeks, you'll know the different stages of plank. Take it to your plank. Not my plank, your plank. So I'm going to do the full version and stay in it for about 3 breaths and do it again 3 times. If you want to, you can lower it to whatever you need it to be for you. So bringing our hands underneath our shoulders. I have to watch where I go because otherwise I'll lose myself on one of the screens. Take the foot out, push the heel away, squeeze them stomach muscles in, shoulders back, chin tucked in, lift the leg. Get yourself nice and set. Hold it here. Breathe. Push with them arms. Push. Try and think about the arms coming round to the front. So not out to the side. Pull them round. Put the elbows back. Squeeze that stomach muscle in. Everything you were doing as if you were standing in mountain pose. Squeezing the legs together. Squeezing the front of the thighs, the outside, the back thigh, the pelvic floor, the abdominal. Pulling the shoulders back and down. Chucking the chin in and back. Pushing as if you're pushing your hands together in prayer. And then bring yourself out. Turn your palms over if you need to. Have a rest. I'm going to do it from the front and then I'm going to do it from the back. So, same thing. Hands underneath, shoulders back, squeezing them stomach. Take the foot out, push the heel away. Lift the other one up, make sure everything's in line. Squeeze them legs, tuck the chin in. Pull it back so you don't want it dropping down. You want to keep everything in line. Push from them arms. Turn the shoulders round so the elbows are facing towards the hips. Breathe. And relax. Turn the palms. So I'm going to do it round the back so that again you can see, making sure my bum doesn't lift. If it does, text me. Go, Mara, you lifted your bum. So get the feet, get the hands ready. Shoulders pulling back and down. Squeeze the stomach. Push the heel away. Lift the other foot. Squeeze them muscles. Tuck the chin in. Should be a straight line all the way from my heel to my shoulders. And bringing it down, pushing back into child. Where am I now? Ooh. So, we're eventually going to end up in crow. So we're going to do crow crunches upside down, which are a much nicer and easier version. Saves you dropping on your face while trying to do them. So if you roll onto your back and you have your feet up in the air. You're going now with crow, you're trying to get your knee towards anywhere between your elbow and your shoulder. So you want to get it about here. So what we're doing with crow's crunch is we've started with our hands sort of back here. We're going to breathe out and try and bring our head and our knees up. Now with your hands have to kind of be pushing to the ceiling. So your hands are here. As you breathe out, you're going to bring everything back down again. So it's just like a crunch. You're trying to get your knees as close to your shoulder as you possibly can as you're crunching. So we're going to do 10 relax. We're going to breathe out and pull our hands in. And breathe in, take it back. Back in. So you're trying to get the knees as close to your elbows as possible. But lifting the body up and down. That's 3, I believe. Here we go. I'm going to count 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. And relax. Relax your feet down. So you know I always do things twice. We're going to do it again. So are we ready? Lift your feet up. Lift your hands up as if you're going to push them to the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and we're going to breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one, 10, and relax. Feel that right into your stomach muscles. Now we're going to recreate the exact same thing but the other way round. So you're bringing yourself up onto your bum. You may want a pillow or a cushion in front of your face just in case you fall. I'm not asking you to go into it. Let me grab a pillow. Hopefully I'm not going to fall into it, but just in case I do as well, because I'm talking, and you never know. Might get £250 if I do. Yeah. So, with crow, like I said, you're trying to do the exact same thing. You're trying to get your knees as close up to the shoulders as you possibly can. If you want, again, as always, you can step on a block and that might make it easier for you to get up. But I'm going to show you the full version first and I'll show you how you may want to adapt it if you have to. What else was I going to say? Yes, always step into crow, never jump into it. Otherwise you'll just end up going, you'll just fall over. It has to be a step. So I'll show you and then I'll show you backwards as well. Now with it, if you can do it, you want to come with me, you can, but just be careful like I said. So we're going into that kind of squat again, but this time my heels are lifted. We're bringing our hands in and we're pushing and placing our hands flat on the floor. You're leaning forward. So like I said, the closer you can get up, the better. Some people tend to do it in this way. This is my version. There are different versions of crow that you can try out if you prefer. So with this, you're leaning forward. You're taking one foot, looking towards the floor, and then you're lifting the other foot off the floor as well. So like I said, what you could do is have a cushion. And you can always try with a block. So I'll turn around and I'll put my foot on the block and have the cushion in front. So with this, you have your foot on here and you're squatting down, placing your hands, leaning forward. And again, it's one foot, then you try the other foot, you try one foot, you try the other foot, and then eventually the 2 feet will come off. And like I said, that's always there if you need to. So never jump into it, always step into it. It'll be much easier and much safer for you. So we're going to try again. And like I said, if you need to, it doesn't have to be this. It can be another, it can be a cushion, anything that just lifts your feet a little bit further off the floor so you can get them closer up your arms. Make sure, like I said, you'll get into a position and you'll put your leg there, and the minute you do that, your knee will come down to the floor, so make sure you've got padding here. If it does that, you're not ready yet. That doesn't mean you can't do it, it just means that you're not ready yet. And the majority of the time, it's that you're a bit nervous. It's about hugging your legs, so squeezing your legs in but at the same time pushing out with your arms. So you're using two opposite forces, yin and yang, to try and get it to work for you. Majority of the thing, like all the stuff that we teach at the end, is to do with fear. A lot of the time it's 90% fear rather than just 10% of strength or balance or anything like that. It's majority fear. So we're going to have another go. Trust yourself. Like I said, put a load of pillows around you so that if you fall, you land on a soft thing. And if you laugh, it makes you laugh, that's all the better, because laughing is good for you. It's great, especially as we are at the moment, having a good laugh. So, placing the hands down, making them little spider fingers, pushing the arms out, leaning forward. And like I said, you can just do it by just having a little go, light leaning forward to get used to it. Don't look forward towards the screen. It's not the best place to be looking. You need to kind of look down to the floor. That's where you want to be going, is down there. So you're just getting yourself used to the weight coming onto your hands and the knees and the elbows pushing against each other. So when you're ready, you're leaning forward. And like I said, you can hold it. Bring it in, get it as close as you can, wherever it feels more comfortable for you. Try lifting one toe off the floor and bring it down. Try lifting the other toe off the floor, bring it down. Does that feel okay? How does it feel? Ask your body that. How's that feeling for me at this time? And then when you're ready, if you've lifted one toe, see if you can lift the other toe. And bring it down. Good. Bring yourself down onto your bum. Now we're going to give our hands a little stretch. We're going to take them out. And we're going to, except for the thumb, you're going to pull, so not that, pull them back. And then you're going to bring it down and you're going to pull again. So again, let's take the other hand, everything but the thumb, pushing the hand out. And then we're bringing the fingers down and we're giving them a little pulling. So we're going to give our back a little stretch. And this is shoestring. We're bringing our hands underneath so they're on the floor like that, but we're going to actually lie on them as well. So we bring ourselves onto our elbows. We're taking the palms up. We're taking one under one way. We're taking one the other. We're stretching them out as if someone's pulling them in either direction. And we're letting our head hang down. Now you'll feel the shoulder blades open. Try and breathe into that space between the shoulder blades. Now the breath in is the stretch. The breath out is the relax. So we're going to look up and bring our elbows back underneath and we're going to swap them. So the one that's at the front is moving to the back. And again, we're taking it out to the side. We're dropping our head forward and we're breathing into the space between our shoulder blades. And then lifting, bringing them arms out. So from here, we're going to push into child, lifting up Taking the legs apart, see if you can get the toes to touch. Drop your belly, drop your arms, drop your head, let your head roll to the side. And you're going to let your head go to the other side. Then walk your hands back up. So before we finish, we'll do one of our breathing, the one that we were doing, I was doing on Friday, which is alternate breathing. It's a beautiful breathing practice. You use, we're going to do the hand gesture, which is for the, alternate breathing. So you're going to have your two middle fingers there touching together. And then you're going to use these, so your thumb and your ring finger is going to be the actual stuff that's going to be working on your nose. The little finger's just going to sit alongside. You're putting the two fingers on your third eye or in between your brow. And then you've got your thumb here and your finger there. Now you have to sort of know which is your dominant nose. Everybody has a dominant nostril. If, from my own watching and asking, from my own kind of, oh, that's interesting. If you're right-handed, you tend to have, your left nostril tends to be your dominant nose. If you're left-handed, then your right is going to be your dominant nose. So, depending on which hand you are, start with your dominant hand. And again, two fingers, thumb there, thumb there. You're going to breathe in through your left nostril. And then seal it. You're going to breathe out, take your thumb away and breathe out down your right nostril. Seal it, hold that air out just for a second or so. Then take the finger away and again breathe in smoothly through your right. So obviously if you're left-handed, it'll be your left that you're breathing in through all the time. And breathing out through the left. Yeah, that's the right way. So we're just going to go a couple of rounds, about 5. I'll count them with my fingers and we'll do 5 rounds. So start up breathing up whichever is your dominant nostril. So we're going to take 3 cleansing breaths. We're going to breathe in, lifting our arms up. And breathe out through the mouth. Two more. And our last one. Bring the hands together. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to come over and say hello to a few people. Oh. Hi, Janai. Sorry, Janai. And that wrong. You're doing amazing. Young lady's doing amazing at her hands, press-ups, handstands. Hi, Lee. Hi, Michael. Hi, Keely. Hi, Sati. Sati, yes, I think you can get in. Anybody that was... anyone about my... the Zoom class on Friday evening. I'm trying to send out the email. Apparently what I did, somebody thankfully told me, is when I sent it as a text message, it was the wrong connect. Yes, there we go. It was the wrong ID. So hopefully I've sent the right one to everybody this week. I didn't have my phone on my last week because my phone was dying. I only had the pad. But this week I will have my phone, and I only had 45 minutes last week. They've now lifted because you have once you get in there, apparently, I was told by Lee that they'd stopped it, but the first one, they only give you 45 minutes. Once you've done that, if you rebook, then they give you unlimited. So I've got an unlimited on this Friday, so I can take it a little bit easier. I don't have to rush to get everything done in that 40 minutes. I can take a bit more time with it. It is a relaxing class, so you need your duvet, you need pillows. It's nothing like this. It's just lying down. We don't move off the floor. So, yeah, thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be around for a little bit if anybody wants to chat, so I'll see you soon. Jeannie, I'll put up some other stuff about elbow stands as well, but I'll send it just to you so that I'm not giving everybody else, but I know that you're pretty good at what you're doing, so yeah. Right, I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless.